It's only 2 months before we play our first game against Washington and Lee. I can't wait to touch the diamond and be able to play a collegiate game for Avery University. It's been killing me to play again since I missed all of last season due to having terrible grades. In the midst of not being able to play last season, we had one of our worst seasons in school history. I constantly put a lot of the blame of that happening on myself because I felt like I could have been helping the team win more big games, but I wasn't taking school serious as I should have been doing. Pretty much all I knew was baseball, and that was my downfall. A lot of the time I was in the hitting facility working on my mechanics, trying to become a better hitter or watching film of MLB players that have similar mechanics as myself. I devoted so much of my time to baseball that I was constantly not doing work like I should have been doing and making bad grades. I finished high school with a 3.3 GPA and I never studied. I brought those same habits with me to Avery and became worse because the work was so much harder. The biggest problem was I didn't know how to study, and when I tried to study, I was always distracted. I learned a lot about myself in the process of not being able to play baseball for the first time since I was 10 years old. I learned how to study my classwork and be proficient in doing so. I learned how to deal with adversity. I learned that I have more to offer to the world than just being a baseball player. I learned how to use not playing baseball as my motivation to get back on the baseball field. Sometimes the things you love have to be taken away from you so that you can appreciate them that much more. I improved my grades and I'm back on the baseball field. It feels so good to constantly work out with my teammates and be able to practice with them. It feels so good to enter squad with my teammates and get back into game shape and get that baseball atmosphere back. It feels so good to see all my teammates working hard to achieve our goals for this upcoming season. I love baseball. Baseball is my passion. Baseball has taught me a number of different life lessons. I have a few goals that I want to accomplish this season that will help my team win games. I want to be the main hitter coming off the bench in key moments. I want to hit double digit doubles this season. I want to hit 300 or higher with runners in scoring position. I just want to do anything to help my team be a part of something special. I've never won a championship ring ever in my life, so I want to help my team win the regular season conference title and or conference tournament. In order for me to achieve my goals, I must constantly work hard at my craft. It has to be a daily routine. I can't take too many days off because baseball is a hard sport to knock off the rest of not playing or practicing for a while. I have to love working hard to achieve my goals because you can't achieve something that you don't enjoy doing. All of my goals for this season motivate me to work hard and get ready for this upcoming season. All of my goals are in order. I must achieve my first goal before I can move into the next goal. Each goal also plays a key role of how well our season will go. In order to achieve my goal of being the main hitter coming off the bench, I have to constantly do drills that will prepare me for the game. I have to make each drill as game-like as I possibly can. Each drill has to be done with serious intent to do damage at the plate and make pitchers fear me. There can be no joking around and while I'm working hard at my craft. Everything must be taken serious. This is how confidence is built. My drill work will consist of hitting off a tee and soft tossing. I am working on something different with each drill. When hitting off the tee, I have to make sure my swing plane is where it should be and I have to stay inside the ball. The ball is stationary, so I shouldn't be pulling any balls to my pull side. When I'm doing the soft tossing drill, I want to make sure I'm hitting the ball on a line drive in the air. I will get very frustrated if I'm hitting the ball on the ground. I'm not fast enough to consistently hit ground balls. My skill set is to hit balls in the air and drive in runs. I will do what I'm supposed to at the plate if I consistently do my drills. If I do my drills properly, they will translate to practice and in our inner squads. Each at bat during inner squads will translate to our actual games. If I'm consistently hitting the ball well coming off the bench, then I will get enough at bats to reach my goal of double digit doubles on the season. Confidence and hard work are the two main principles for me achieving my second goal during the season. My whole life as a baseball player, I've always been a run producer. In order to achieve my third goal of the season of hitting 300 or higher with runners in scoring position, 300 is an excellent average, and it shows the majority of the time that runners are on base, you're making things happen at bat. I must have confidence of hitting with pressure. I have to fight and learn how to battle out at bats. Most runs in baseball are scored with 2 outs, so I have to have the mindset that I will keep the inning going when there are runners on base. If I strike out, I will go down swinging. You can't bring in runners if you don't swing the bat. When runners are on base with less than 2 strikes, the pitcher has to throw some good pitches to you because he's trying to get out of the inning. I will have the mindset coming to the plate that I'm going to punish the first good pitch he throws me. My fourth goal is more of a team-oriented goal, but each player takes their part in helping achieve the main goal during the season. If each player has similar goals and we all achieve most of our personal goals, we will win the conference regular season title and the conference tournament. We must work hard every day to get better. We must hold ourselves accountable. If one person messes up, it looks bad on the rest of the team. Each player has to know their role and do their role to the best of their ability. This is the only way we'll be successful. I know sometimes I will fail. Sometimes I will strike out with the bases loaded. Sometimes I might make an error and cost my team 2 runs. Sometimes my attitude might even take us out of a game. Sometimes I'll get into a slump and it'll seem like it'll never end. I'm not worried about failing. It's impossible not to make mistakes during a long baseball season. The only thing I have a problem with is if I don't minimize the mistakes and I let them get the best of me. I have to keep a short mind during baseball games. If I make a mistake, I have to move on and get ready for the next play. It's already been done. I can't take the play back. The only thing I can do is move on from the play and not allow it to beat me up. Of course, it's easy to say you won't allow a certain mistake to get to you, but you have to have the confidence to not allow it to hurt you. Without confidence, every little thing will bother you. It comes with patience, work ethic, and a lot of practice. The mistakes will be minimized and you'll train your mind to not give up. I do my best to keep the same routine before every game. I like to listen to music to get me in a hype mood. I like to throw with the same partner before every game and warm-ups. This is also the same person I throw with during practice. All these things get me ready for the game and put me in a mindset that's not nervous. I don't want to be nervous before I have a game because I have my worst games when I'm nervous. I do all of these same routines to have a free mind. I can't wait to be in the game in those big moments when your team really needs you to do something spectacular to help the team win the game. I want my name called during those key moments. I want all the pressure on me. I want to be the guy on the team that coach knows that he can depend on in crucial moments. We are the home team playing against our rivals Ferrum, and it's the bottom of the ninth inning with 2 outs. We are currently losing 6-5. Ferrum changes pitches to a left-hander to try to pitch to our left-handed batter. Our coach counters their pitching change and calls me to pinch hit because I'm a right-handed hitter. The first pitch is a curveball inside that I gave up on early and it falls in for a called strike. The next pitch is a fastball on the low outside corner and I swung and missed it. This makes the count 0-2. Farron dugout is getting pumped up and chanting because they only need one more strike to end the game. I tell myself I can either let them get to me or block them out and try to grind out the at-bat. I take a deep breath and get back into the batter's box. The pitcher tries to outsmart me and goes back to the first pitch, which was the curveball inside. I fight it off and I find a way to foul the pitch off. The next pitch is a fastball chest high across the middle. I fouled this pitch off as well. The pitcher's next pitch is a nasty changeup low, but I take it for a ball, making the count 1-2. The pitcher's next pitch is a curveball outside, and I don't know how I fouled it off, but I did it. The pitcher tries to go back to the chest high fastball, but threw it too high for another ball, making the count 2-2. I fouled the next 2 pitches off, and then the pitcher threw a curveball in the dirt, making it full count. Now my teammates are hyped just like Farron dugout is hyped. I take another deep breath and I tell myself there's no way he's going to throw another curveball. I guessed right and I punished the 3-2 fastball in the left center field gap for a walk-off double and a 7-6 win over our rivals. The 11 pitch at bat was the longest at bat of my life, and I'm glad I had to go through it in order to help us beat Farron. I could have let the first 2 pitches of the at bat get to me and given right up then and there. I had to persevere and battle through the at bat because my teammates was counting on me. I couldn't let them down. I achieved all my goals for this season. I'm so proud of myself and my teammates. We all have a ring on our fingers to show the hard work and dedication we put in from August to now. It was far from easy, and I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. I kept myself motivated day in and day out because I wanted to achieve greatness. This is life, and it shouldn't be easy. I had to go through a bunch of different trials and dealing with mistakes along the way to even get back to this point of playing baseball. I'm just happy that I was able to help my team win games.